After last week's video talking about all the costs associated with buying a home, I'm sure you're wondering how you're going to finance this. Well, today we're going to talk about the financing options, especially for young adults. So let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shaneil, and today we're going to talk about buying your own home and the financing options available to us as young people. The first is going through NHT, that is National Housing Trust. NHT has a open market loan for persons who currently do not have their name on a property title. So that's the first condition for NHT. NHT also offers you up to $6.5 million per person, and it is dependent on your income. If your income cannot afford to do the monthly repayment, they're not going to offer you that much. NHT also allows about up to 3 persons to join together to purchase a property. I would suggest getting an eligibility letter from NHT to see how much they will offer you in a loan to purchase a house and what would the monthly repayment look like. One major condition in qualifying for an NHT property is that you have to be currently contributing towards NHT. So make sure that your employer is paying over your NHT contributions, right? If you're self-employed, ensure that you have been keeping up to date with your contributions so that you are eligible for NHT loan. And I know a lot of us are saying 6.5 per person. 6.5 cannot even buy a property in the corporate area. Yep, that is true. That's why we have other options. We have another option to consider when purchasing a home. So option 2 is joint financing mortgage program. This is a program between the bank and NHT. So you merge. So wherever there is a gap with how much NHT will lend you, the bank will lend you that. But note, it will be at a higher interest rate. For NHT, the interest rate for that loan is 4%, the maximum of 4%. I do know that based on some government workers, based on a new scheme that came out in 2022, there is, if a government worker earns less than a certain amount, they do pay between 0 and 2%. If a government worker who earns more than a certain amount, I believe it is 2 to 4%. I'm not sure, but I'll just put it up here so that you can know, right? So when it comes to joint financing, you're going to first engage your bank. They're going to ask you to provide specific information. They're going to ask you to provide a copy of the title, proof of deposit, certificate of tax, sales agreement, signed sales agreement. Both yourself and the owner should sign, current owner should sign the sales agreement, and there's some other documents that they will ask you for, and they will then engage NHT to get an eligibility letter to see how much they will lend you as well. So you don't have to go to NHT directly when you're doing joint financing. Remember, in our before you purchase a home video, I spoke about getting multiple pre-approval letters from banks. Yeah. Try to get a pre-approval letter from more than one institution so that you can see what are the rates at this bank versus this bank. Yeah. Now this is where it comes in handy, because now you are able to decide which bank you will go through based on the interest rate and the monthly payment that you saw on your pre-approval letters. Alright, so for joint financing, especially on the NHT side, we did speak about the fact that you can join with someone who is contributing to NHT currently, and you can benefit from their 6.5 as well with the joint financing. I'm not sure if the bank allows 3 persons to join. I'm really not sure about that. I'd have to check. Some persons may want to join with their parents in order to purchase their first home. But some persons their parents have already benefited from NHT, and you'll be like, I have to get married, or I have to join with a relative or a friend in order to buy a property. But here's an option that you probably did not know about, right? If your parents, for example, has benefited from NHT over 15 years ago, they are eligible for what is called it's called a home improvement loan. Right, so they're eligible for a home improvement loan at a maximum of $2.5 million. The less amount than the 6.5, but anything that we can get to help towards purchasing our home, we would greatly appreciate it, right? So if our parents is able to contribute, is able to help us with 2.5, that would be wonderful, right? Yeah, so these are the two main options that I would recommend for young persons to utilize in when they purchase their first home, right? So these are the options that are here in Jamaica for you. I would say look into them for yourself, and let's come on, more of us need to be owning homes at this young age. Come on, because here's the secret: the earlier you start this house hunting journey, a home ownership journey, is the less monthly repayments you'll make in your mortgage. Don't you want that? The later you buy, the later you consider to purchase a house, you are going to have less repayment time, which means that your monthly payments are going to be high. So let us try to get this out of the way before we're 30, so that we have more time to pay, less monthly repayments. Get it? Or let us get there before 35. Know that you know the options, know that you know the costs associated with buying your own home. Let's start house hunting this year, and let's be homeowners. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If there are any other questions that you have as it relates to buying your own home in Jamaica, just leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with a friend, especially one that wants to own their own home in the near future. And I will see you next week for another video as we learn to navigate life together.